der.
Schmock. Der Schmock. Pepe, der Antifaschist.
Den alle her.
Mentally refreshed. Wo war ich?
Refreshed.
Das Game so freudig aus. Letztes Mal nicht.
Ich bin mit einem aus Kasachstan, dem sein. Auf dem Minimap siehst du ja, wo der gerade ist und rumläuft. Der teleportiert die ganze Zeit hin und her. Netter Lag.
Ach Mann, ey. Ich hab kein Fall Damage.
Hey, damage-prone daredevil. You're getting fatter than
The Office of Hindrance Deterrence
God.
and Obviation has posted the following for venturesome pursuers of justice and fortune. A bounty for the lives of Edward and Morton Dunsany, brothers and raiders last known to be operating out of the former protectorate compound, Guardian Estates. A bounty for the life of Richard Dunsany, notorious bushwhacker, dangerously addled, last said to be holed up at the Scrapper's Den. Ample rewards to be collected upon completion at the bounty posted south at Matriarch's Mercy.
Now do carry on. And as always, anticipate and calculate.
And now, additional data and/or music determined to
So, ich war einer.
facilitate cognition.
I need to beat Act 1 and Act 2, but my Lin keeps dying or doing no damage to the boss. Einer schreibt, share Bild. Und dann hat er einfach einen nackten Bild. Nackt. Nackt. Keine Artefakte zu füllen, nicht mal mit Grau.
Kannst du sagen?
If you're planning on heading into that cave, I recommend finding some a lot and big with their razor.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Careful. That cave is chock full of arachnids. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful. The cave is chock full of arachnids. Stay away, Harry.
Ah! Blöd, wo ist hier der Gegner? Oh mein Gott, das ist hallo. Aua! Bin nicht stark genug. Brauch mehr Damage. Coils.
Affirmative action.
Wrist weapon prime.
Wir sollten ihn in den Kampf stürmen. Was soll das?
Regarding products researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity,
Reach the pinnacle of refreshment with Omega Point Tea. Available in standard
To
or
battle!
recaffeinated version.
To battle.
Looks grim, Commander.
Oh mein Gott. Nervig. Oh, Level up, sehr gut. Ein Lockpick. Wann arbeite ich jetzt an Sieg weiter?
Ah, sneaky beaky like.
Oder Observation. Ja, aber mein Damage ist ja lacking. Sind der dick? Ah, da ist Level is big. Big.
I appreciate your help. Dying.
Textblock.
Äh.
Das ist ein Textblock. Da wo die Kurven nix stehen. Steht einfach immer Textblock. Warum auch immer.
This
So
is it.
Bug.
The Dawn's communication.
Placeholder. Obwohl die schon drin
Not
sind.
much, but their idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, I'm right behind.
Ja.
Ja.
Ja. Aber was mache ich denn als erstes?
Alle immer AFK, Alter. Wollen die den Mob-Loot nicht haben? Ich versteh's nicht.
That was dedicated to elevate
Body found. Body found.
Department of Applied Scientism
Oh.
from their admiring cohort in the Department of Research and Inquiry.
And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return?
How do you do, stranger?
Oh.
It's a
holy
pity I
lag.
can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. What? Listen, friend. A little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional. What a cheer. Have it your way, then. I know when I'm being voluntold. Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve. I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so fresh.
I'll try not to sneak.
Wait. Don't tell me you're...
Can't say I'm fucking up. I'm not with Auntie anymore. We all have reasons to leave.
Really? What was yours?
Honestly, I don't...
My knowledge.
Heard you're in league with Sub Rosa.
Don't do anything foolish.
Good.
Sub Rosa, what fine contraband might I supply you with this day? Might be that I've got an agent over by the Guardian. If you perhaps find yourself over that way, and perhaps make sure that the Afram wheat beyond. We've still got folks with it's myself. I enjoy the agreed. You do feast.
Go on. Get out of here. Scram.
Ram.
On this electrifying episode of Notable Locations of Scientific Inquiry, we travel well outside our zone of academical comfort. To an objectively and verifiably shocking moonscape, where things go chomp and zap in the perpetual night. Experience a surge in stimulation as we visit Praetor, an inhospitable planetoid, only made marginally habitable by our grounding station and electrical dispersion rods.
Detected. He detected.
The Elysium moon Praetor is as fascinating to the mind as it is mortiferous to the body. Tidally locked in Elysium's shadow, Praetor suffers a distinct deficit of direct daylight. This unique astronomical arrangement bombards Praetor's surface with low-level N-rays, resulting in a shocking level of atmospheric electricity. I will now pause for a moment to let you appreciate my intentional pun.
Can't say I'm fond of these lodgings.
Episode's transcripts.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to our...
Got a bad feel.
Predatory fauna eager to prove their existence here, relying on their mesmerizing patterns of bioluminescence. We Homo sapiens should ostensibly stand no chance. If not for order astuteness in the field of fulminology, our grounding station and charge dispersal network mitigate the danger posed by Praetor's persistent electrical storms. In lay people's parlance, a network of lightning rods tie into the central grounding station via a combined 307.47 miles of subterranean high-tension wiring, thus providing a conduit for excessive electrical activity in the atmosphere to reach the grounding station, where it's safely dispersed, typically. Tenured station operators estimate the system is 78% effective at generating 82%.
Mediating! Lethally!
Der ist schon wieder Angel Leer.
Simply an intriguing possibility to
What
consider
shit?
as you mull the many fascinating facts behind the Praetor grounding station. Objectively, a notable location of scientific inquiry.
Addendum. Peer review of this episode post-recording revealed the subterranean grounding network is in fact 307.51 miles of wire instead of 307.47 miles as originally reported. We apologize profusely for this careless failure of basic fact-checking. The responsible researchers have been formally censured.
Boah, es dauert ja noch. Level up.
Additional
Dann erstmal wieder ein Powers-Spike.
Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
Fresh?
Architect. I hope this does not turn back. This is the Order's anti-air control center.
apologies. My work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter. My apologies. My work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter.
Broadcasting cognitive resonance across Arcadia, this is Grand Plan Wireless. Until we in the Order solve the universal equation, we won't have all the answers. But for now, Vicar McSci has most of them. Go on, ask a Vicar. A listener asks, how does prediction work? Well, the intricacies are much too complex for the layperson to grasp, but that's hardly a satisfying answer. Trust Vicar McSci for a fathomable description that even the shallowest-minded among you so.
Always happy to illuminate. We start with a person's life equation, as determined from the extensive questionnaire they filled out at their nearest predicament. Then, we perform a standard surface integration of the equation, leading, of course, to the production of an undetermined constant. But by using a single data point from their life event list, we can assign a value to that constant, leading to a simple-to-use, simple-to-understand life prediction equation. We can use additional points to not only validate our model, but also to improve its predictive accuracy. And we can use the resulting integration to predict future life events. And there you go. I knew you'd understand. In fact, I predicted it. Until next time, keep your queries coming. If you're feeling anxious about what's next, just wait. Things to come have a way of constantly happening.
Wait,
The future
you
is
have a
colliding
writ
with the present
from the abbot?
every moment.
We don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a...
Warning,
This
the
is
following
factor
song
meta
mentions
again.
some actions
Am I
that
to
are
understand you have
improper,
orders from the
something
abbot?
your fractions
Quite
should never
convenient
be.
for you. I have no way of verifying without
The
allowing
color
you entry.
of space. A chromospectral
Very well.
analysis. When asked about the average color of space, the famous stellar cartographer Newton Otisgard replied, with no hesitation, To experienced lumen astronomers, his answer was the expected one. But I can already hear the obtuse listener bleating with their faces contorted.
Yes, right over here.
Ignorance.
You're not getting down below until you talk to me.
Black or white, or simply a shade of gray?
It evidently originated here. This transport pod full of
The
Zeranians.
answer is rooted in the science of how hot objects absorb and emit light.
This unit is currently unavailable for
why there are no
meaningless
green
interaction.
stars. To understand all of this, you must understand the basics.
What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate?
The typical piece of non-heated matter absorbs most electromagnetic radiation that falls upon
Forgive
it,
me.
including
All this
light,
business with the
heat,
lockdown puts
and
one on
radio
edge.
emission.
Everything it was. I ran a systems audit on a transport pod full of Zeranium was fired from here at Outpost Opportunity. A low-ranking scientician. Regrettably, that is all.
Generate far more radiation than they absorb, so they can be modeled as an idealized object, which is assumed to absorb 100% of all electromagnetic radiation and re-emit some based on its temperature and composition.
Something down there?
Stellar composition determines what packets of light will be emitted, while stellar temperature determines the frequency of light and hence what portion of the spectrum that
The product is a low-functioning functionary at best.
infrared and not visible to us without proper instrumentation, which I need not describe here. As the stellar body's temperature increases, its emitted light shifts up into visible light, through red, into orange, then yellow, then white. Even rare blue stars exist. These are the hottest stars, emitting mostly blue and invisible ultraviolet light. So why are there no green stars, you wonder? think the listeners could easily draw this trivial conclusion for themselves, but if I must... It's because any star emitting green light also emits bluish and or reddish light too, resulting in a non-green star.
The abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of... Oh, and I see you have a...
Your casual method of address has been noted. Consider yourself thankful that present company stays my wrath.
Evidence of any kind
Some.
has ever been detected. Let's get back to Nuthano Discard, the famous stellar
Surely.
photographer.
Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I'll send word. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as The recent attack may have originated from this facility. One of our transport pods, filled with Zeranium, was diverted toward... We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below. Which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow... No, it doesn't add up particularly well. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. I admit...
The saturation is a mere 9%, and the value is a full 100%. In more novice terms, while the color tends towards white,
Level up.
the addition of a variety of risks and sunproofs results in
Relinquish
more
control of
green
this
stars.
facility immediately.
And there you have it.
My dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge
go
like
forth,
me is
neophyte.
responsible for
And
any
as
of
you study your
this.
lesson,
You'd have us all believe you seized control to
nondescript
demonstrate
walls,
your
library,
innocence.
classroom, or
Oh wait,
dormitory
is this being
facility,
broadcast?
and exult
I have
in the
no
knowledge
idea how
that
this
beige
audio
is
doodad
also
works.
the
You're the
color
one in
of
charge
light.
here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something? I demand your unconditional surrender at Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now.
This is Grand Plan Wireless, broadcasting super tunes for your audio canal and emergent content for your cerebral cortex around the chronoceros until we achieve ascension. Fellow esteemed members of the Order of the Ascendant allocated to Golden Ridge, as foreseen, recent conflicts between the Protectorate, Auntie's Choice, and ourselves have resulted in notable detrimental effects throughout this region, including but not limited to the loss of Fort Endurance, disabling of the Tremendous.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the abbot. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now a spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. But I haven't even told you the worst part. How Alva took control. The subsequent, albeit strangely indirect, obloquy and vituperation. The lives lost.
And now, more music to perform advanced calculations by.
How fortuitous we all are you happened by. We could certainly use a heavily armed anomalous outlier at this very moment. To stop that rogue before she strikes again. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she is no longer a problem.
send in your proof. Don't wait for later. You've crossed your T's. You've dotted your I's. The only thing that's left is publicize. QED, quickly elucidate and demonstrate. QED, get to the point and do not vacillate.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varachni's collision? Slathering when it attacked. How much viscous fluid would you estimate?
Stop deviating from the I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Being attacked, I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that, maybe.
Well, aren't you the eccentric sort?
Two exemplars, dead as Pythagoras.
Of course, she's hiding something. Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just blended in with the
Get to the point and do not vacillate.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify. Make Pinnacle meal replacement bars the complete
Investigator, may all your endeavors add to the equation.
nutritional extraction. They also test acceptable from the Order of the Ascendant. And he's setting witticism to confer to colleagues at break time. The universal equation should maturate more rapidly and solve its own problems. This popular number has been conclusively proven to be cognitive function.
Was genau?
Danke. Wenn du.
Always account for standard deviation.
Oh, schon wieder Angelea und Claude Newbie. Auch im Duo, die zwei. Sind einfach im selben Cycle hier wie ich gerade. Die stehen nicht, aber die klicken immer auf Continue, dass sie in die nächste Wave gehen. Und ich klicke immer auf Retreat, weil ich wieder von vorne anfangen will, weil der Genimon nur spawnen kann direkt nach der ersten, wenn überhaupt.
Dann
am Anfang
denkst
der
du,
zweiten.
die wollen den farmen?
Ja, aber lass mich doch mal weiterreden. Und die drücken dann immer Continue, das heißt, die gehen in die nächste Wave und ich drücke Retreat, das heißt, ich gehe raus und suche neu. Und dann bin ich oft manchmal bei dem wieder im Game drin, das macht ja keinen Sinn. Und die Gegner sind aber skalieren ja jede Wave, oder es ist Wave 1 Level, also...
Weil die raus sind.
Das kann sein.
And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. And who is that you brought with? Could that be a protectorate arbiter? And someone else? Glorious dawn. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. Suppose that's an apt description. For years I've conducted the launching of Trent. I am a simple, unremarkable factotum. It's all a mistake, compounded by hearsay, miscommunication, and faulty conclusions. Oh, I believe I'm perfectly fine right here for now. Pardon me if I don't seem particularly trusting. Only thing I know for certain at present is
Ach, das ist der
I didn't do this.
Anzeigebug. Wenn ich über das
I
Team
wish
Hopper
I
sind die nix
did,
anders. Das ist, der behält manchmal die Nix aus dem letzten oder so Game.
There may be a
Ja,
way
von
you could gain
irgendwann mal.
answers
Ich
here.
verstehe.
The firing
Da
record
hatte ich
should
kurz was
quite
zu gehört
yes.
heute in irgendeinem
I could
Twitch-Chat.
unseal access to the I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. Certainly, of course. Appreciate your help, dear. Please may the plan favor us against long-arms.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
As determined, you're listening to Grand Plan Wireless. For transpiring events, philosophical profundities, informed insight into the future, also music.
What you think about, you bring about. The Order advocates for no less than 6 hours of uninterrupted rumination on the universal equation per day.
What happens next may surprise you.
Build that guy here.
Our Earth director.
Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues?
Well, hello.
Hello, I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here.
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time. Not presently, though the proc troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different. A recent security audit brought up several curious messages meant for an unknown party. We were unable to track down the whereabouts of this mystery terminal, but one message contained certain nothing conclusive.
You examined the launch records, yes? Did you find anything, dear? I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. But listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many, but still, even the most junior scientist knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. There should be ample time for regret later, dear. For now, I'll admit the armchair. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like. A uranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine the overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
I can speak to the coordinate override. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to...
I expect the uranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit. Oh, I'm full of hidden depths, dear, but this isn't the time. Later, I promise. All right. There.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor...
bureaucrats I've met are fairly worthless, but Svoboda seems to have perfected the art of being an ineffectual slackwind.
Designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity, and focus.
Healthy food can be grown in soil, but even healthier food can be grown in a laboratory. 100% Fab-Rich. Our Fab-Rich packaging is as airtight as any proved by the charismatic mathematician.
From the Order of the Ascendant.
Started to multiply. An Earth Directorate agent arrived.
Humorous hot beverage mug text recently observed.
Has to be something.
Safety, economics, and enlightenment. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
Over here. Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond. Strange question, but yes. All commands pass through the hub here. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing. Works in operations, right? Always on about her story. I was in my cot doing advanced equations. The door was creaky to open. Well, that's about everything I know. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured. You lose something down there?
Enemy.
I shall reduce them to a slurry!
Companions machen doch null Damage. Ich bin für 20 und 30. Die Gegner haben 1000 HP. Normale, mittelstarke Mob.
Tut mir leid.
Was ist denn das? Habe ich was verpasst? Kann ihnen ja auch nichts geben.
Halt nicht durchdacht.
Ich nicht. Aber ich meine, ich habe ja auch nicht Leadership gesehen. Braucht man das? Ja, das Companion Damage. 8%, das ist auch nicht viel. Machen sie halt 50. 1000 einem Shot.
That went out to all our friends in the Office of Hindrance Deterrence and Obviation. Keep on. Those pivotal impediments won't preclude themselves.
And now, more music to perform advanced calculations by.
Function f to the n equaling or starting when function fn minus 1 plus the fn minus 2 in all cases that we know, starting where n is 0.
And may the plan guide you.
What to do, start the cycle, here's the cue. It's
If circumstances proceed toward intended
a
results.
sequence largely summing.
I like that Alva. Granted, she's most likely lying through her teeth, but at least she's interesting.
Get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaci.
Ah, yes. Suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would enter by, but you appear reasonably apt. What else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort.
21 not 2, 34 we're counting through.
Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what I have to offer. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours.
It's Fibonacci.
Tremendous. Why, may deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Define the reverse relation. Get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaci.
Ah nein.
Fibonacci
Ich
sequence.
hab einen neuen Floor gekriegt, ohne Counterplay.
Sum of the two preceding ones. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 1, 44, and so on and so
Will
forth.
occasionally things automatically. What? Soll das denn funktionieren? Vorbeilaufen oder was?
Get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaci.
You are listening to Graviton Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason. Join the Order of the Ascendant and experience the beauty and elegance of well.
Doch welche drin. Als Meme.
You'll never forget your first higher order logarithmic differentiation.
Ist ja schon lange nicht mehr gesehen.
Next up, well, the seers among you already know.
What? What? Ja, der lootet jetzt mal. Wenn ich aus Versehen über was drüber hover. Dann sackt er das direkt ein.
Das ist nice. Cool.
Geht so, ne?
Kann man erwischt werden dabei beim Klauen?
Ja, natürlich. Aber kein Counterplay. Aufpassen, wo ich hin aime. Hänge auf Quicksave. Dafür lässt es sich für den doppelten Preis verkaufen. Boden gucken hat.
Mein Gott. Hast du so eine Griefer im Koop? Schlechtesten Charge-Spiel für die Mission mit den dümmsten Abilities. So geiles Grouping hier für den AOE-Damage und dann kommt die an mit ihrer Knockback-Ability, die alles über die ganze Map feuert. Boah.
Will halt einfach nur sein Main spielen.
Oder woanders machen und nicht da, wo er mich rift.
Edgelord.
You're back. Uranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquiet with the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. Now that you mention it, yes, I recall I was worried about one crisis, and must admit I haven't given the attack a single thought since. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly, or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and I am...
Broadcasting cognitive resonance across Arcadia, this is Grand Plan Wireless. You are a necessary part of the plan. Therefore, you need to be part of the Order of the Ascendant. Drop by our predictory today. Find out how you can take an active role in your future. Keep put. Much is left to come. Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
Function f to the n equaling our starting zen. Function fn minus 1 plus the fn minus 2. In all cases that we know, starting where n is so low. Now we know what to do. Start the cycle, here's the cue. It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summing to preceding numbers, gives us math that brings us wonders. Define the recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber of RC. Gazing upon the golden spiral, a part that's quite so vital, arcing in a circle motion, giving squares to perfect quotient, 0, 1, 1, and again, 2, 3, 5, and 8, and then 13, 21, not 2, 34, we're counting through.
Bauhaus Hans. Was für ein Nick.
144, and so on and so forth.
Ja, das war's.
This time on Notable Locations of Scientific Inquiry, we cogitate on the past as well as the future in a sanctuary devoted to time and space. A feast for your occipital lobe and optic nerve. One of the most stunning ornate structures across the entire Arcadian system. Prepare to sense the sensational as we draw your feelings of awe to the Alexandra Monastery at Matriarch's Mercy in Golden Ridge. Set next to a colossal sculpture of the matriarch carved into a pyramidal peak, the shrine to she who ushered us to the stars was completed its own observatory, a feat of aesthetics only surpassed by its vast operational importance in respect to cosmological data collection and subsequent illumination. The observatory processes a wealth of information gathered by its giant ocular telescope. The site also has a front-facing portion to admit dewy-eyed laypeople seeking edification and enrichment about our learnings and ways. And those are just a few of the 36.7 qualitatively valid reasons why Alexandra Monastery counts among our notable locations of scientific inquiry.
Do not deviate from this frequency lest you miss what comes next.
Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper, something your fractions should never be.
We were once two separate points. We had no connection till the aim of the order gave us no direction. Then we were
Ja.
Ich zieh. Genau. Wagen.
Mir das gefälligst woanders.
Was?
Mir das gefälligst woanders.
Okay.
Hier wird nicht gebackt. PPs.
Baker. Ja, ja.
Hinter immer nur AFK rum. Das juckt die gar nicht, dass da keine Module drin sind.
Protocol sind die einfach Autocombat an. Und beim Boss stirbst, dann pull die ihn instant wieder. Der Neverending Cycle. Wow, wow.
Capture.
Ja, aber kann man da nicht lang. Trigger. Ich spiele nicht. Whatever.
It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely. Define the reverse relation. Yes, with sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaasi. The Fibonacci sequence is a sequence.
Always account for standard deviation.
Oh, hello, dear. Why, we were just...
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcome.
You know how the order is. Always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yes, why would I reroute coordinate commands away from here? I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her. Yes! Now this is definitely taking a turn more to my liking.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
From the Order of the Ascendant. Humorous hot beverage mug text recently.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part. You are far more capable than some
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
Is Commander not a cool enough moniker? What about the Scallywag? No?
I must admit, the rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved, if there are any hints of truth to that. I find it severely at odds with order tenets for balancing it.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. I arrived decades ago to lie low after a...
That you are who you are, and are standing right. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda. I cannot be party to this, but neither...
A wise Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Not that I was relishing the idea. Svoboda has much to answer for.
What's this? What are you doing here?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to...
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her back.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
I don't know what you found, but any so-called evidence was likely laid. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. Yes, though I was aiming for her face. Best search her office.
Search away, Commander. I shall keep an eye on the weapon hands of our new compatriot.
Proceeding to attack. Stop deviating from this line.
What? What? Painting.
The Proctor left her terminal on. Maybe it holds some sign of who she was working with. The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
As determined, you're listening to Grand Plan Wireless. For transpiring events, philosophical profundities, informed insight into the future, also music. And now for some ageless wisdom from an academic so in touch with today's inquisitive laypeople youth. Time for Ask a Vicar with Vicar Magsaysay. The charismatic mathematician is always a popular topic. To wit, a listener asks, what's this about the mathematician?
This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
Yes, the charismatic mathematician did have feet of clay. For one, he was a prolific author of venturesome fiction early in his career. These narrative larks did not, shall we say, endure time's unkind judgment, quite like his world-shattering, humanity-ascending principles. Nor did his associations with entities outside academia, which did not always benefit scientism. But come now, how can we fault someone yet to ascend, like all of us?
And now you know, but no one knows everything yet. Have another inquiry about our order you're bursting to ask? Relay your query at your local predictory post haste.
If you're feeling anxious about what's next, just wait. Things to come have a way of constantly happening. The future is colliding with the present every moment.
Next up, well, the seers among you already know.
It means your proof is ended. Publication is recommended.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here. This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. I'd propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you... Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it? Well, then.
My fellow loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed.
Ja.
The rest
Kurz
should not
erholt
cause us trouble.
und
I
hat
have
mir
locked
die
the
Haare
lift
gewaschen.
to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery. But the following
Hilft
code will
aber bei
grant
Haare
you
waschen.
access. 34145.
Mini-Stresskopfschmerz.
I will continue my work from
Kann
here,
nicht stehen.
supplying Augustine with everything she
Wärmeunterschied.
needs for our plan to
Macht
succeed,
nämlich immer eiskalt,
and
wenn
delaying
es
the
warm.
agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred.
Nein.
Oh, holy.
Lions Lemonade.
This whole seer business, is he? Nice of him to just hand us the code like that. We should remember to mock him for that as he bleeds out.
Okay.
Get to the point and do not vacillate.
Minds in the Department of Applied Scientism. Department of Research and Inquiry.
Avid followers of our playlists interested in receiving a selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
If I'm
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. Well, I recognize you've done right by us here.
punch card face rejection.
much on my mind for idle numerical chit-chat. Perhaps it would be advantageous.
Deviating from the baseline.
Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason.
What you think about, you bring about. The Order advocates for no less than 6 hours of uninterrupted rumination on the universal equation for death.
Keep put, much is left to come. And now, more music to perform advanced calculations by.
Ach ja. Aua.
This situation is untenable. We aren't prepared to fight mantisaurs or deal with this magnitude of enemy incursion should they attack again. I hope.
That Mantisaur was at least 4
Move on,
meters
Freelancer.
tall.
I've been
Yeah, probably close to
tweeting
6.
enlisted personnel.
Aua.
I should do study. Study.
I do not believe everyone is on edge since that last attack.
That is what I call a stubborn. You're gonna have to hold it in, friend. Never fear. I'll get that clog moving soon enough. They don't call me the pipe doctor. Shucks. Why, if I hadn't just been wrist deep in sewer water, the notion of a pipe doctor stems from the belief and understanding that plumbing and the human body are fundamentally very. Of course, I wouldn't. It's like I've always said. A doctor is a biological plumber. And what is the human body but one long, wet, interconnected pipe? Take it from the pipe doctor. We're all just. You mean you want. Why, this is the greatest day of my life. But don't get me wrong, it would be an honor. Well, I do always remember. Good plumbing starts in the mouth.
This war cannot come to a conclusion soon enough.
I do not believe you
Wartime
have
rations
clearance
are
to be
making
here.
assignment in proximity to the latrines even more unbearable than is typical.
Make sure and get plenty of exercise. Now, what can the pipe doctor do for you? Just fine, thanks. Clogged toilets are nature's way of keeping us humble. I'm just a plumber. What do I know about human anatomy? People aren't toilets. Well, always remember, good plumbing starts in the bowels.
This is the last bastion of control before no man's land. I am unsure of who assigned you permission to be at this locale, but please refrain from impeding our operations. Stop deviating.
Aua.
Commander, stop!
Constructually compelling yet veracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase increase energy, efficiency, creativity.
You must keep your blood within, Commander!
Attention Order Acolytes, perfection now exists in sandwich form. Our scienticians have created
None shall stand against us!
balanced, layered, and tasteful. You may cease your search for complete lunchtime fulfillment. Of the Ascendant. Ever bear in mind we are molecular machines. Our bodies chemical reactions. Our lives predestined along paths clear only in retrospect. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
This is Chief Quidley, recording with the intent of registering this most unusual sequence of events and securing their serial wave rights. Recently, we reckoned it'd be a hoot to hack a captured order terminal, use it to heckle them. Instead, we wound up chinwagging. It turns out we have much in common. They're bored, we're bored, and everyone got sick of trench living months ago. Next thing you know, we're getting together for brews and a wave of their knockoff sport, pitchball. And where there's booze and ball, there's betting. And while those order folk are scary data smart, they can't see the angles if they're big as a ship and bright as a hollow ad. They just see stats and percents. And don't get how spunk, moxie, and being due play into it. I thought hustling games of six caps was the easiest way to make bits. Not no more.
How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I? How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I? Four, four, five, nine, two, three, zero, seven, eight. 1640628699862834825.
Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details for near present and future calculations. Fellow esteemed members of the Order of the Ascendant allocated to Golden Ridge. As foreseen, recent conflicts between the Protectorate, Auntie's Choice, and ourselves have resulted in notable detrimental effects throughout this region, including but not limited to the loss of Fort Endurance, disabling of the tramicular, and a 17.9% reduction in effective sleep cycles per evening. But before you succumb to a sense of malaise that undermines cognitive function, take heart from these additional, sharply contrasting data points.
Prosecuting! Viscerally!
Search at the end wave. Remember, just as our calculations allow for a predictable range of error, so do we. Our work continues.
In closing, a potentially incongruent word of advice. into positives.
Taking punitive action!
Further beneficial content soon follows. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
Lethal measures at the ready, Commander! Our commander hangs from a thread!
We hope you enjoyed that melody, while contemporaneously wishing you do not find its tempo, chord progression, form, and/or meter overly distracting.
Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper, something your fractions should never be.
An idea based on intuition.
Fort's low-flying craft. Skills of ground troops scattered.
Forge ist fertig. Das ist schön.
Was?
Ich dachte, meine Forge ist fertig. Das
Oh,
ist
herzlichen
schön.
Glückwunsch.
Gerade als ich wieder reingetappt bin ins Game.
Okay.
Emphatic sign-offs such as "You'll never be sad when you have solutions." Oh, that apparently was a note to self.
Ich sehe jetzt Smelten.
Continuing as
30.
predetermined. And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic
Meld
to
4
one
von der
this
Waffe. So broken.
Probability and the grand plan.
Yes.
There can be no discussion of the grand plan.
Skill Range, genau. Die Skill Range.
Deep
Die
contemplation
Skill Range Polararm und die Skill Range Sidearm. Und für die beide maxen. Und dann habe ich auch die Skill Range Wedges. Und dann drücke ich einmal E und dann ist meine. Literally die ganze Map hat mein AOE
data
Damage.
that is gathered, collated, and subjected to
Freut mich.
analysis.
Liebe so eine Memes.
Is the role of
Ich muss noch den anderen Char auch noch Meme skillen mit dem Movement Speed und Jump Speed und Jump Height.
Yes. With complete information, there can be no chance. Only outcome. Complete information yields perfect predictions. 100% accuracy. Known
Aber der Forge doch, wenn ich jetzt Board
Now we
drücke.
come to one of the most difficult concepts in the order
Fails
for
returned.
initiates to
Okay.
grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin is known to be heads, is it necessary to flip the coin? Would it not be more efficient to simply go
Eine machen?
forward as if it had been flipped and proceed with whatever action that
Good.
flip was intended to choose? If so, what part of that choice was ever left to chance? The answer, of course, is none. Only when there is less than complete information are we reduced to chance. At present, we do not have complete information. Instead, we are still forced to deal in probabilities, expected values, and standard deviations, which lead to the dreaded system of probabilities. By necessity, we are forced to estimate outcomes based on assumed distributions of sample populations. Such a
Das ist zu schwach, ey.
No, not a
Kann ich denn mehr Damage machen?
tragedy. A horror.
Das ist
A
merklich.
horror the archive will help us avoid. Every bit of data collected, analyzed, and input by our archivists brings us closer to our goal, to the solving of the universal equation. Probability is not enough.
I shall reduce them to a
10 Stunden. Von hier aus.
We must not guess. We must know. All data you can collect to our proud archivists. And you too can say you contributed to the archive.
Accomplished colleagues, please clear the next 1.7 minutes of your academic calendar for a compact dissertation on current events from Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar.
Fellow Ascendants, it is not hyperbole to state we live in perilous times for scientism. Spatial anomalies, incursive corporatists, our divisive division from the Protectorate. Not an ideal course of events, yet none represents the peril of which I speak. We cannot choose our trials, only learn to predict them and prepare. We have done both with usual efficiency. Our greatest enemy is distraction. We must not let events outside our control divide our attention, or we risk incongruence with the grand plan. That way lies chaos. We are the Order. We cannot control misfortune's ebb and flow.
Ready for the bug hunt.
As if tracking the tides or charting the shoals. Embrace rational thought. Stick to the plan.
I shall not stay your execution!
Stay tuned for what's next.
Fast travel now. Ach ja. Ich weiß ja nicht.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Then why by law?
Weiß ja nicht.
Hey, you gotta help me, please. I didn't do what they say I done. Hey, stranger. Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment to Durbin. Oh, that's great. He's bound to see the truth of this and let me go. Abner's trying to pin this on. I've absolutely no notion as to why. I've never been in no kind of trouble. He'd get you extra shifts if you asked, and only ding your pay if you really screwed up. And sometimes, I'd never have hurt the chief. Even if you offered to pay, I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, but the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that it happened now. We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged. It was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no Crabble in Sisty stew. I don't have to. Cuddy told him himself. He told absolutely everybody, but that's still gotta be how he died. So, I need you to talk to Security Officer No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So, I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell. He will.
You've returned. I mean, we knew you'd return. We've been waiting. Did you bring the pupa for me? Wonderful. Now the formation...
No.
Biologist Bradford?
Listen to me. The man is a charlatan, a fraud. And if you give him the specimen, it will be forever lost. The Manosaur doesn't want it, nor could it ask him for it. Wentworth only knows it was there because I made the mistake of telling him it. If you give it to him, it will be wasted. If you give it to me...
Bradford,
You are nothing but a bottom-ranked trooper who has lied his way...
That is enough. Me and the Mantisaur are one. Whether I speak or it speaks, it's all the same form. I will take the pupa now, if you please. What? Of course, it's
Is that seriously?
My ability to communicate with the commander has convinced Auntie's choice, and that should be enough to convince you, too. Finally, Wojciech can begin breeding our new Mantisaur army.
Is this an event we desired to occur, or is this an event we did not desire to occur?
What have you done? You stupid bug! You've ruined everything!
Mantisaur, eyes up, troops! A mess of the bastards are coming from the east.
Did they follow those folks back from that nest?
Was für Probleme, Alter? Healing da.
The Mant dead, I presume we must notify its second in command, which is probably one of the local sprats.
You're back? Why? Of course that's what she's gonna say. Do you think everyone... What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and... What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned Sisty stew. Stew that I Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Well, he told everyone that. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you... Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. So most of us just ignored him. What? No. It was an accident. Unless... Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Well, no, not yet you haven't. See, I can't just let Bardot go. And even worse, since there's apparently nobody coming to do an autopsy, absolutely.
Unfulfilling work with no hope of advancement? Tired from fighting off your fellow workers to keep your employment?
Come on now. You need to reconsider.
Visit our predictory.
Honestly, why do you persist in antagonizing me? Well,
Are meant for. Act now and receive a 1-week
What's happening?
prognostication
Are you
from
making
a
any
seer.
progress?
Absolutely free. You have to lose and everything to gain. What happens next may surprise you, but not us. And now, more music to perform advanced calculations by.
With the man's dead, I presume we must notify his second in command, which is probably one of the local sprats.
Oh, lovely. You again. For all we know, it was murdering the pupa that caused the Manosaurs to attack. And did it as though there's nothing between your... You could have used the amount of common sense nature gives a box of hair and realized he was lying. That's not that. Actually, I accept. Go tell Durbin you did your best.
It's over. I can't believe that stupid Manosaur ruined everything. Now it's getting back to the front lines of Paradise Island. Unless...
Was?
It's over. I can't believe that stupid...
What's happening? Are you making...
This is Grand Plan Wireless,
You're
broadcasting
back? Why? Oh, is that a fact? Then why don't you elucidate my shitty What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it.
An unfortunate event has transpired.
What? That's ridiculous. Well, he told... See, he's also somebody's nephew. Law, no. Half his gripe, so most of us just ignored him. What? No, unless... Hey. So we got this thing. That means if someone...
Das crazy
used
sein,
it to
Mann.
melt
Denk doch mal
Cuddy,
nach.
there would be no body, which would mean no
Ich wette, dass
autopsy. I do it myself,
46
but my
Runs
boss said
gebraucht hat.
she's
Also
on her...
Letters
Yes.
da.
Well, really, make it
Eiwons
turn into a
bekommen.
small puddle. Thank law. They come...
Braucht er 30, also er hat 60 insgesamt bekommen aus 46. Das ist ja above average. Technically.
So ends this missive.
Further beneficial content soon follows. This popular number has been conclusively proved.
You, the get-and-go-getter.
I'm offering deals so...
Generating primes, techniques, and uses. Good day and welcome again to Advanced Abstract Algebraics, Section 4, Session 43. Please continue to enjoy the background music, which I have selected today based on its arithmetic-based harmonic progressions. My name is Edmund Vandersmark, and I am the Senior Tenured Laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of the Ascendant. Today's lecture will focus on the
Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say to each other. Why are you back?
I know.
Of course. I've seen about every meter of this.
So simplistic. Well, consider this a basic refresher course in remedial numismatics for those new to the order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago.
Nein, das ist doch viel zu früh für dich.
But no matter. I I've been called many things, and repetitious is one of them. I've also been called redundant several times, and once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that. So, prime numbers. What are they? The simplest definition is this. Given the set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's call that set n2, then a prime is any number in the set n2 that is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set n2. A simple...
Welcome back. What can I get you?
Almost ascendant, you could say, but not redundant. Side note, I am frequently asked, why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security of bit cartridges. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason and many more. The archive incorporates prime numbers for storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of data bricks, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a numenistics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this. Is every even member of the set n2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so, but no one has ever proven this. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely. I have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next senior tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numenistics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you all, and good day.
Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details about present and future calculations. For those of you away in the field or heads down in research during our last
the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numenistics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you all.
Broadcasting cognitive resonance across Arcadia, this is Grand Plan Wireless. Questions, questions, questions. Today we have 3 questions for our youth-adjacent layperson liaison, Vicar Magsaisai, in this installment of Ask a Vicar. First up in our trilogy of queries, I am currently working as a statistical analyzer, but I feel I've missed my calling as an analytical statistician. How might I switch careers?
I receive such queries regularly. Based on a method known as merged spline
You lost, stranger? I don't see a lot of new faces in these parts. Really? Me? I'm a Spratcher. Used to be protect. Now I'm just waiting for the Gregory. Well, I'm glad to hear he's still kicking. These being hard times, I've had to raise my prices. Gal's gotta eat, and I don't care. Trust me, Gregory is an arty. Pleasure doing.
mathematics that I can perform in the moment.
Another happy customer.
General calculation based on the desired procreation rate of 2.3 offspring per couple. Calculate the sum of the children and the first 5 couples that live to your left. And
Hey now, that's mine.
sum of the children and the first 5 couples
Excuse
that live
me?
to your right. If this total sum is less than 23, you should have another child. If the sum is greater than 23, you should not have another child. If the sum is exactly 23, you should move to a new neighborhood and repeat the experiment. Next query.
Final question for the vicar. Do these pantaloons make my posterior look overly substantial?
Oh, wo ist denn die Leiche hier? Oh.
Not appear as a term in the antecedent of that statement. Instead,
Get you
other
gone.
terms are leading to the validity of that assertion. Thank you for listening.
Stay tuned for what follows. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us. Does that mean you don't want my bits? Right, you're a hero. A selfless...
You did it! You actually did it! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage. I wish I had bits for you, but I'm still in debt from this uniform and meal.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to...
Any luck with the Sprat hunt? Decent. You can tell the good doctor I'll be around shortly, armed with needle and thread, calipers, and my finest jar. No, thank you. Be seeing.
Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the warrior.
From a medical standpoint, the taxidermist Doc, take this. On behalf of the Order, now, will there be anything else? How can I be of service? My supply...
Level up.
Und Perk. So, welchen nehme ich denn jetzt? Ich meine, der eine ist gut. Viele sind gut.
And now, constructually compelling yet categorically veracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity,
Weapon range. So.
A
20% mehr
statistically
Damage.
significant number of
Button
scienticians agree. Vinculum flavor drops are qualitatively advantageous. Help your food taste better together with Vinculum from the Order of the Ascendant. In times of peril, remind yourself, contentment is found by accepting your role in the grand plan. Understanding your place, knowing your course, removes all worry and doubt. And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
We were once two separate points. We had no connection
bro.
till the end of
Yeah.
the order in the 12th direction. Then we were parallel lines traveling into infinity, never to meet.
Architect, first an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Agent, oh thank good odd, a rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, to make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? You seem to be under the mistaken assumption that I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. Peace talks. Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? Representatives of Auntie's Choice in the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. Yes, regardless of their current actions, those people up there are still members. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinate, go forth as was determined.
Oh.
Maybe held that new rifle up at the monastery.
Main Quest fertig auf dem.
Oh, aha, auf dem Planeten.
Dann kommt der nächste Planet und dann kommt der nächste Planet und dann kommt der nächste Planet. Eat.
Ja, so wie in diesem einen Game. Wie heißt das nochmal?
Tschüss.
Nee, mit diesen Skies. Ja, wie heißt es denn? Wie letztens schon mal. No Man's Sky, du dummer Bastard, da hast du denn kein Gehirn, Mann.
Nee, hab ich nicht. Hören gestern gerüstet.
Eigentlich sollte das ja jetzt wieder topfit sein. Aber so da kurzen Pause. Anguckt.
Watch out for Wiley. He's accounted for everything.
Aber der neue Perk ballert. Literally.
I swear, the more he talks, the more pain it makes me want to inflict on his person.
Setting into motion the future.
As determined, you're listening to Grand Plan Wireless. For transpiring events, philosophical profundities, informed insight into the future, also music. You have questions, Vicar Magsaysay has informed answers, as evidenced by another installment of Ask a Vicar. A listener asks, why am I so bored? I am always bored. In fact, I am
mathematical puzzles and problems to increase your profundication, but I don't see that as the best thing for all
Maybe the deciding factor in whether you
I
live
recommend
or
the
die in the near future. Unless you can expedite hemostasis and proliferate new tissue on your own within a fraction of a second.
Left to go.
But I have been told my pain tolerance exceeds normal thresholds.
The following song
Mother
has
must
been
be so
determined to
proud.
facilitate abstract and constructive rumination.
None shall stand against us!
Da ist einer. I can't play the game. Every time I press basic attack, the game freezes. Here are my specs. Ryzen 5, 5500, 32 GB RAM. Und jetzt rate die Kraka. GTX 6060.
Das macht Sinn.
Ja, das macht Sinn. Wie alt ist die Kraka, Alter? Die Kraka ist krass, Mann. 15?
Ob noch läuft.
Das supportet die ja nicht mehr. Also die. Selbst die ich jetzt gerade habe aus der 1000er-Reihe, die 1070, die hat, glaube ich, jetzt mittlerweile schon ihren letzten Treiber bekommen.
I suppose you can penetrate those N-Raid junction boxes using the scanner, since this path apparently cannot be straightforward.
Found another one.
There,
Damn
a
it.
misbegotten fool.
I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think.
Hey, none of that. Remember what Wiley told us?
Document every corpse you find so you have an accurate head count later?
Well, yes, that. Also, not
What's that?
to share our vision of the planet.
These numbers are so monumental. They're also known as transcendental. They're irrational, 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 irrational. Remainder is mishmashed. They're irrational, 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 irrational. Remainder is
Oh, good. Another gore-splattered bathhouse. If you've seen one, you've really seen them all. Trust me.
Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details for near present and future calculations. Though our current cordiality with Auntie's choice continues to hold, remain certain that every department stands united and ready should conflict recommence. Why, simply recall the precision of our air defenses against low-flying craft, augmented by our Sears technology combined with the deft skills of our exemplars. This keen partnership not only forced our rapacious rivals to drop supplies from high orbit, it sent their ground troops scampering into scattered lines of hastily dug trenches. So much for their license to picture that bookish British theoreticians, a
Grand
tidier
architect's
paraphrasing of their
perspiring
colorful
brow. If you try to
invective
cite the fourth
wouldn't
pillar
want
to me
their
one
own
more time,
battlefield.
scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of innocent lives. That is all I am saying.
I hear the droll tones of scientists mid-debate. Typical order, maintaining their scientific rigmarole even in the face of death.
Cognition. Next up. Well, the seers among you already know.
Generating primes, techniques, and
Armed
uses.
conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya. But rather the... Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 Thesis on determined... You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. Our lives are predestined. Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. And how do you predetermine the harm of... We make those estimates all the time. We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested. But I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. And I require Archivist Mahler's... I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing. Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for...
Was der Elevator, wo man auf den Knopf drückt und man einfach gefangen ist 10 Sekunden. Warum sind manche Stages hier so in einem Elevator?
Good for him. What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among them. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. Much appreciated.
Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security of bit cartridges. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason and many more. The archive incorporates prime numbers storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of data bricks, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a numismatics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this: is every even member of the set N2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so, but no one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next
I shall not stay your
senior
execution.
tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you all, and good day.
You are listening to Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason. Ready to have your mind enlightened and your day embrightened? It's time for another installment of
Enemy spotted.
Vicar Max Hi-Si. Oh, here's a question from a new pupil.
Extrapolating,
freshly converted from
interpolating,
Auntie's
obviating.
choice. Did Professor know the meaning?
Wonderful! I do enjoy educating the uneducated. The succinct answer is no. Our presiding bishop never met the matriarch, but let's look at all she has done. Its own appointment as presiding bishop. Move beside
Follow the plan. Will be terminated.
know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have
Langsamer im
enough
Kampf.
self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's labation towels. Still, ain't as
Viel
bad as
gefressen.
it was an Auntie's choice. But that don't
Du
mean
hast zu
it's
viel
good.
gefressen?
I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
Eliminate the target!
Unduly audacious. The abbot's rules, no doubt. Oh, looks like he has a new volume of Star-Crossed Amidst the Stars. I thought that series was out of print.
I always knew you arbiters were a soft-headed lot.
There's nothing shameful about being well-read. How else is an arbiter to know the mind of the common subject?
Correctional ink. Sent onto a test holder.
1000? XP. Waffenbauch, ey.
This melodious little dance is to novice Gertrude.
Ah, reicht.